Hey everybody, welcome back to Beyond the Beard with me, Born Bearded Dave. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is having an amazing Tuesday evening. All right, guys. So tonight we got a few things set up. We're going to talk about May, being that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We got some stuff to go through. We got some polls to go through. We got all kinds of stuff going on tonight. So we're gonna try this whole new thing that I got going on here. Hope everybody is having an amazing day. I'm gonna start off by saying hi to everybody. Let's see here. First off, in first, it looks like we have Stanley. Stanley, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope all is going well. And of course, Chris in a close second. Appreciate you being here. And we have Lion's Mane Beard. Appreciate you being here. Lewis, thank you so much for being here, brother. And of course, can't have Lewis without Kiki. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We got, yep, already got Chris there. We got Diamond Cut. Appreciate you coming in tonight. Hope everything is going well with you. And the one and only Mr. Dapper, Jeff Harmon. Appreciate you being here. And of course, wherever I'm at, she's not far behind. Miss Dot Lady, Busy Bee Collective, Ain't Bee. Appreciate you being here, babe. Rob, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope all is going well. Ray Smoky, brother, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well with you tonight. Let's see where I am at. True North Beer Co., appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well. Let's see, did I miss somebody here? Let's see, I don't believe so. Got a hi, Papa. I'm not sure if I missed Viking Papa, but it sounds like it might be him. Let's see. Baker, brother, appreciate you being here. Heading to bed. Have a great show. Appreciate you stopping in, brother, and hope everything is going well. Community, absolutely. Brooklyn Jess, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going great with you. And there he is, Viking Papa. Knew he wasn't far behind. Appreciate you being in here, brother. Let's see if I have missed anybody so far. I don't think so. Oh, we got Damien. Appreciate you being here. Hope all is going well. All right, guys. So we're going to start a few things off tonight. Got some slides to go through. We have some polls to go through. Things such as we're gonna pick out that perfect reset night. We're gonna have some fun tonight and see how everything goes. Let's see. 30 spray J. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a little while, maybe see a different side of me. Yeah, there you go, brother. Jay, hope everything is going well with you tonight. All righty. What's up? And let's see. I missed Abe. See, the infamous Dot Lady, saves the day again. I missed Abe. Abe, appreciate you being in here, brother. And if there's anybody that comes in that a little bit later, sorry if I miss you guys. I'm going to try to catch you guys as you come in. But how was your guys' week so far? I know I asked this on Saturday night, so there's only a few days in between. You guys have any wins that you'd like to throw out tonight? We'd love to hear about them. Zachary, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well with you. All right. Win for me this week. This one's this one kind of hit me as something kind of special for me today. I got on the scale yesterday and I finally surpassed my first weight goal. My first weight goal was 185. I am currently at 184 and I am ecstatic about it. Dead Smooth, appreciate you being here, Katie. Hope everything is going well. All righty. Abe, I appreciate that, man. It was rough just letting go of the sugars, but man, it's doing wonders for me. Romy said he made a great Mother's Day dinner for his mom, my dad, and one of my sisters came as well. Turned out amazing. That's awesome, brother. That is definitely a win. Zachary, how long you been growing your beard? I am in February was 2 years, so March, April, May, 2 years and 3 months, somewhere in there. Yep. Thank you so much. Viking Papa. Mr. Dapper is in the building. All day, staring at the ceiling, making friends with shadows on my wall. Yep. Yep. It isn't, but it's when you start seeing the results, it makes it awesome. Ellie, I'm not sure if I missed you or not. If I did, it was not intentional. Appreciate you being here. And of course, we have Valahar. Appreciate you being here and all your guys' support. All right. A little Matchbox 20. Yep. Let me see here. What is your beard routine, Zachary? I do have a night and day routine video. I'm not sure if Miss K has the ability to throw those into the chat here, but look up Born Bearded day or night routine, and they should be in the playlists as well. But I do have it. It's kind of one of those things. It takes time to really go through that routine. But if you have any questions, you can definitely get a hold of me on my Instagram. If you would like, some ideas of a few tweaks into your own routine, definitely let me know. Let's see. And Valhar is chiming in from baseball practice, watching those 6-4-3 plays. Nice. All right. And Diamond Cut. Grandson finished school, finally has a little time, maybe heading to Virginia for the weekend. Got to chat for a little while with this this evening. Absolutely appreciate you being here, man. And yep, that's definitely a win. All right. Puddles, Bud, appreciate you being here and all your support, brother. And you know what? I really need to. I'm gonna DM you later on tonight or in the morning. I don't want to wake you up. I know things tend to get a little late when we get done here, but got a couple questions for you, Pud. Let's see. All right, guys. So we're going to get a couple of these things out of the way that we normally get into tonight. We're going to kind of start them off now. We might ask this a little bit later towards the end of the show as well. But let's go ahead and what do you have in beer tonight? Just kind of want to get the vibes going, get the chat going a little bit, and see all these different wonderful small batch companies that are out there that we'd love to show the support to. Tonight, I am wearing Weatherbeard's Saffron Shores tonight. It's one of those that I kind of hold on to and I'm not using as much because you can't get it anymore. But this would be Corey's blend of Saffron Shores. Absolutely love it. We got TMBC Winter Woods, Dead Man's Beard, Death by Citrus, Bane Blends Americana Tonic, Beard Octane Onyx. I still got to get a hold of that one. Bayard Fusion Oil and Dr. Nick's Butter. TNBC Coffee with Johnny's Oil and Butter. Nice. I think we picked up the last of the Brew Crew from True North, and can't wait for that to come in. Santa George Reserve Elixir. Interesting. Very nice. Mr. Valhar is wearing our new scent collaboration scent coming out soon. The name is TBD. Nice. Warlock Black Ember. That's another company that I really want to get my hands on. He's very active in the community as well. And every time I've seen him on TBR or any of the live streams, he seems like an amazing guy. Really That and we have a love for one of the same games that me and my son Mike played for many years. I really like to pick his brain a little bit. Loves the Beard Octane's Onyx. Yeah, I gotta get a hold of it. It's one of those cologne scents that people keep telling me I need to get a hold of. I missed that one when they did their anniversary box. It was one of those I didn't realize that the box set was specifically for their anniversary. I'm like, well, I can get it later, and man, it's kind of kicking myself for not getting it when I did. Dead Smooth Coffin Kicker, nice. To be discussed, I'm assuming, or is this TBD their name? The now discontinued Dr. Nick's Peppermint Rosemary. Yeah, we have their growth oils we were able to pick up right before they closed. I'm really glad I was able to get a hold of those. And yeah, I mean, amazing products. Yeah, I definitely got to get a hold of it. We're in the naming phase. Interesting. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, guys. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see, kind of get the inside look of some of you know, the beard oils and the small batch companies coming in and just kind of showing their creation and how their mind is really just kind of running with ideas, and it's awesome to see that. Uh, TBD could be a cool name though. Yep. To be determined. Yep. Or not to be determined. That is the question. Little on the dorky side today, guys. Absolutely, for sure. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off. I do have my bullet points together. I also have some slides together. And we're going to first time working with the slides, so bear with me. This is a whole new kind of setup thing for me. Real quick, guys, how many of you guys caught the video that I released today of the little music photo slide music video? Did you guys catch that today? If not, I would love it if you guys actually took a gander at that and you know leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and if you guys get a chance, share that out with somebody, especially if you think that they're having a rough time or you just think it's something that they could hear. Um, it'd be awesome, and it would mean a lot to me to share it out. While we're on that subject, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you have not already, and we welcome you in. Dave is on MTV. Nope, I am not. Let's see, I had to concentrate if that was you singing. No, it definitely is not. I did come up with the lyrics and everything. Then I worked with some AI programs and things like that to kind of find the sound that I was looking for and the right vibe. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, guys. So here we go. We're going to start off with these slides and we're going to try not to make a disaster out of it here. All right, guys, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to go ahead and break into that a little bit tonight. Let me go ahead and get my bullet points brought up here. All right. All right. Okay, so tonight we're going to have a few laughs. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk beard care, talk life, and use some of those messages behind the Beyond the Beard video that I did today as well. What do you guys, what do you guys have in your cup tonight? What are you drinking tonight? Tonight I am drinking a Rockstar Pure Zero. This is the Mandarin Orange. What do you guys got in your cups tonight? Those shots of Dave were on point, though. Was that Miss K on the cam? Actually, Romy, those are all AI photos. Honestly, got some water, some H2O, got some orange element tea drink. Okay, H20, lemon and coconut water. Interesting. Cold water with extra ice. That's probably what I should be drinking today. It reached over 100 degrees in Cali today. Just water this evening. Wasn't feeling a brewski tonight. Lewis, appreciate you being here. Finished my ginger lemon tea, the water the rest of the night. There you go. Ice cold water. Oh dang, the AI got me. Yeah, it was all the photos were AI. I sent it some photos and said, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for." And but yeah, I mean, some of those I kind of wish, man. One of those pictures, my beard's like way down there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that kind of length. Yeah, it got pretty spicy today. Way to rub it in, Dave. Oh man. Yeah, Central Valley got pretty warm today, so I'm supposed to cool down for a couple more days, and then it's gonna pick back up again. All right, let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your mental battery today? On a scale of 1 to 10, where is your mental battery today? Are you doing all right? If you're doing okay, your mental battery is fully charged, and you are up at a 10. If you can use some work, man, then you're probably below a 5. All right. Where is your mental battery tonight, guys? I think one of the photos also has you with two sleeves instead of one. It does. It does. Yeah. Now, yeah, they just took a photo of my future self. I will have that one done eventually. So, but I was working on my garden this morning, 78 degrees with 82% humidity. Woo! That is humid. Valor is at a 6. So, yeah, about midway. Not great, but not bad. All right. Romy is at an 8. That is awesome. Salt and paprika 7 to 8. Stanley is at a 3 or 4. And it hits us, man. Sometimes it hits us. Life just kind of hits us, and you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me, brother. We're just gonna hope for better days. Damien is at a 7. Pretty good. 8 on the battery. And Dead Smooth is a solid 2.5. We got some improvement to make there. Hopefully, by the end of the night, that bumps up a little bit. A modest state, it could be worse. Just happy to be alive. There you go. Miss Busy Bee Collective is at a 4. She just got off work, so she is a little mentally drained. Hope everything is going okay there. The Outlaws. Pop, this pops over. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well. 3 on the battery today. Let's see, 4-ish. Well, hope everything turns around. Hopefully by the end of the show, we can pick that up just a little bit. One day at a time. I've headed a lot over to God. Yep. Sometimes that's the only thing we can do because, we can't, some things we can't take care of on our own. And Papa Sofa is at a 7. All in all, not too bad. We got some work to do, but not too bad. And 2.5 could be amazing for some, right? Right? Yeah, for some. RJ, appreciate that. Thank you so much. And where is your mental battery check in today? Are you at a 10 where your battery is fully charged and you good to go? Or could it use a little bit? Copper Johns, Tyson, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well with you guys and for all you guys over at Dad Bods and Beards. Copper Johns, Tyson, thank you so much for stopping in. Hope everything is going great, man. All right. All right. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. All right, guys. Where am I now? All right, guys. So we're going to just go ahead and just keep getting into it. Again, it's just going to take me a little bit to get used to some of these. So some battles are quiet. Now, something we're going to be getting into next. Um, Most guys have a version of "I'm good" when they're absolutely not good, and that goes for some of the ladies as well. We all have those phrases we use when we don't really want to explain what's going on. Uh, when somebody says to you these phrases, are they? Does that really hit you as they're usually fine or they're not good? One, when they say "I'm good," does that hit you guys as they're doing fine, or they're not quite? They could be better. After talking to my grandson, fully charged. Yep. Sometimes that's all it takes. When somebody says to you, "I'm good," is that a strike that they're usually fine, or they're not so good? "I'm good" is a universal word for I don't want to get into it because it's a lot and you don't really care. Yep, I agree. I agree. All right. All right. Well, how about I'm just tired? When somebody says to you, "I'm just tired," is that a sign that they're fine, or they might need somebody to talk to? I guess it would depend on their demeanor and their body language. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Stanley spending a lot of time with the kids. Yep. I'm good depends on the person, but yeah, usually a surefire sign that they got something going. When my battery is low, I just give a look and a nod. Uh, we don't want me talking. Yep. And yeah, yeah, we do. And sometimes that's kind of a way that something that we use to kind of shut down the conversation because you don't really want to get into it. And that the phrase "I'm just tired," that usually a sign that somebody might need a. Yep, yep. And I don't think that that's a lie on their part. Being depressed and having things that are going on all day long, it is tiring. But that is I think that's a phrase that kinda stands out that says, "Hey, you know what? I think this person might need, whether this is a family member, loved one, friend, buddy, this one might need uh, a little more conversation, a little extra attention, a little extra beam thrown their way to kinda let them know that you're thinking of them." It could also mean that a person is deflecting, they don't wanna talk about what's bugging them. Yep. Yep. I'm always tired, lack of sleep, so it depends on the person. It does. But I think there's a tone there too, right? Because, typically a lot of people will show that emotion or that depression or that there's just a lot of heavy stuff on their mind. You can kind of see it in their face, right? I've told the truth many times throughout a not so good today sucks many times. I like the truth. Nobody's ever truly all good. Something has to hurt a little. Yep, and it happens to the best of us, guys. I can tell you right now that there was a couple times this last week where you know I was just mentally drained, and there was things going on, but after being able to set back and push through, yeah, things are better. Yep. You're right, Abe. Body language, I say, read the eyes. Yep. Yep. A lot of people don't realize they're depressed. They don't realize what's draining them. Um, I mean, I think everybody's had those days where they've had those long mentally challenging days, and it doesn't have to be anything overly serious. But being depressed about certain things, it's draining. So I absolutely agree. Um, Usually, if I say I'm tired, I'm just tired. If my outlook is different, and then my remark is more colorful, right? I'm tired is often depression, but my schedule makes me tired between my family, baby, business, and work. Yep, yep. And that's where the body language comes in, right? And yep, that's true, Tyson. There was a time where my therapist at home called me out for that. Yep, right. Us men have so much going on, and we're overwhelmed and feel that it's just part of being an adult and being a man, and not realizing that it's depression. Right. Well, a lot of us were raised to bury it down. We don't have these kinds of issues. We bury it down, rub some dirt in it. Um, yep. But I'm with most of these comments that it does depend on, because sometimes we're just tired, but usually that's not the case. Yep. Yep. Um, the phrase "it is what it is." What do you guys think about that one? The phrase "it is what it is." I downplay with sarcasm always. Yep. Men don't realize we're depressed. Just label as overwhelmed and stressed, and then we snap. Yep. I do work with a lady who is so positive, always beautiful, and I always try to run by her office for that quick chat. Great smile, attitude every single day. And you know what? And I don't even, there are just people like that that can just instantly just kind of make you feel better about the day, and just, kind of snap you out of the funk, a little bit. And yep, absolutely. If I say I'm just tired, and I'm talking to someone I'm close with, it often means I have a lot on my mind. I'm mentally processing things, emotions, etc., and I just don't want to talk about it. All right. If my sarcasm gets very a-hole-ish, I'm really bad, Katie. Yep. Usually a lack of hope. It is what it is. Yep. Yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of a sign. You just kind of saying, hey, there's no changing, this particular circumstance. Yeah, and yeah, depending on what the circumstance is, if it's you're having troubles, it is what it is. Is it can almost it can almost be a dangerous kind of mindset because if you don't think that you can change it, why are you trying? You know, so be careful with that one, guys. Romy, that does help a lot. I used to work at a place that had a lot of high energy people. Um, I could level there in my day on a yep, high on life. Yep, very astute, Tyson. You're right. If my lesson salt and pepper gum really bad, let's keep an eye on each other. Absolutely. And that's what this community is about, guys. You know, it's being there for each other in more ways than just hey, how what products do you use or what kind of what is your beard routine? There's so much more to this community as far as brotherhood and just being a community. Sometimes it could be acceptance of things that are simply out of your control, but I think more often than not, it's lack of hope. Right. Right. And that's where I say, guys, this be I know it's one of those phrases that gets said all the time. I hear it so many times at work, on a weekly basis. You hear it quite a bit. But depending on what you're using the phrase for, um, it's a lack of hope, and you really just want to push through it. Tyson is so valuable with his discussion. Read his book if you haven't. Absolutely, guys. Father's Guide to Mental Health is a great book. Make sure to check it out. And it's a workbook style kind of book. And you know what? The more you read through it, the more you're going to get out of it, guys. So absolutely, it is a good read. It really is. All right, let's pull up another phrase. I'll figure it out. What does the phrase "I'll figure it out"? How does that hit you guys? Usually fine or not fine? I'll figure it out. In a way, I think that one can be taken a couple ways. I think I'll figure it out is that mindset to where you can say, okay, I have something going on. I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna push through it. So, but it does mean that there's a problem somewhere. It does mean that there's a problem somewhere that you need to figure out. So I'm excited for the sequels: A Mother's Guide to Mental Health, A Wife's Guide, and A Husband's Guide, A Teen's Guide. Absolutely. Uh, that's when somebody is teeter tottering, right? I'll figure it out. Yep. But you know what? They also have to. I think at that point is where we can give direction, right? We can say, hey, you know what? Um, hey, there's wonderful programs out there to help you get it figured out. Help you figure out what you're missing. With Tyson in here, and hey, if you're looking for therapies, there's Nerd HQ that will provide therapies that can really help out. Or hey, check out this podcast. It really hit home for me. It really hit home for me. So maybe you can get something out of it. In the works of making those. Yep, there you go. And that is, I believe, the link to Tyson's book. So make sure you guys check that out and make sure to get a hold of it if you guys get an opportunity to. It is definitely worth the read, guys. When a man says, I'll figure it out, it often means he's carrying more than he knows how to explain, and he's trying to handle it without becoming a burden. Right? Right. He'll figure it out. He'll figure out that one extra thing that just got piled onto the list. He'll figure out that one extra um, piece of stress that he has to figure out how to deal with. Yep. Sometimes it's strength, sometimes it's survival, but either way, most men are silently asking for patience while they fight battles they rarely talk about. Yep, absolutely, guys. Let's see. Really, that's awesome, Tyson. I was sort of joking, assuming that it was planned. So glad to hear the sequels are coming. That's awesome. Absolutely. And 10 chapters about stop feeling selfish, about taking care of yourself. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that we promote here a lot is, self care. Self care isn't selfish. You know, you have to be, if you can find throughout the day to do one thing for yourself, one thing to take care of yourself and make it a habit and then add on something, just one thing a day. I mean, and granted, guys, some days, if you're having um, a, a really heavy, mentally exhausting day, sometimes just getting out of the bed, making the bed is your one thing for the day. It's those small steps, guys. Yep. I'm grateful every day I have the best partner in life's journey, right? Absolutely. Yeah. Baking Papa, I think maybe I missed something here. I feel the same. It's life saving. Oh, yep. Nope. I did read it. Yep. VP, sometimes that is. Oh, it just jumped. Uh, saving situation. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Same here, guys. And, I don't know where I would be without Kay. It's she's the strength where I have weakness, and I just want to be the same for her. You know. All right, guys. I think maybe just another couple of phrases and maybe one more. The phrase "Don't worry about it." The phrase "Don't worry about it." What does that hit you guys as? My other half has absolutely helped me to elevate to new heights. Yep. Time to panic. The phrase "I'll figure it out." Would that be a leave me alone vibe? Depending on context, I think it can be. I think it to me it kind of feels like that's the a sign of somebody really overwhelmed. Um, they want with everything in them to get it figured out. Well, that's a wall, slightly aggressive in my opinion. I'm sure Tyson will analyze more eloquently for us. Absolutely. Yeah. Indicates a struggle that's pushing the limits of patience, and the person is going to snap. Right. Yeah. And that's, I'll figure it out. That's kind of they're at that breaking point. I agree, Rob. Often a way of protecting the people they love while they're quietly carrying the weight themselves. Yep. And and it's if they're speaking to a loved one, hey, I'll figure it out. That's I agree with that too. Sometimes he truly has it handled, and sometimes he just doesn't know how to admit he's struggling. Right. Yeah, and that's And that's part of what we're going to be coming up on here shortly as well. Is sometimes it's you kind of have to read between the lines. Sometimes it's or Viking Papa. I'll try to help. Yep, just gonna try to see what I can do. All right, all right, guys. Well, that one turned out pretty good. Let's go and go to the next slide here. Not every smile tells the whole story. Not every smile tells the whole story. What I mean about that is, not every smile is fake. Just a reminder that people are layered. A guy can laugh, a joke, he can work, take care of his family, show up and chat, and still be dealing with something behind the scenes. Um, what's something people do when they're stressed out, but trying not to show it? What are some things that people do when they're stressed out, but they're trying not to show it? We're all layered. We can go and talk to a coworker and be, seem like we're the happiest person out there. And then when things settle and it gets quiet, that's kind of when it hits us, right? What's something people do when they're stressed out, but they're trying not to show it? I think one is they can get irritated easier. Yep, put a mask on. I think they can get irritated easier. Is one. Um, how about uh, how about them just getting quiet when they're stressed out and they're just trying not to show it? Hmm. Withdrawal. Yeah. Joke about stuff. Yep. Argumentative. Yep. Sometimes. Yep. But again, they're stressed, but they're trying not to show it. Maybe they're purposely keeping themselves busy, or they could be sleeping more. They're stressed, but they're trying not to show it. Short fuse, absolutely a sign. I find that person will seclude themselves. Yep. Try to pull away. Withdraw or isolate themselves is what I wanted to say. Right. Just good manners, covering exhaustion, pressure, loneliness, or pain. He doesn't know how to talk about. A lot of men become experts at looking okay while silently carrying things they never let anyone see. Right? And guys, I mean, um, there's things that we carry um, that we don't even realize that's really affecting us a lot of the time. You know, we've gotten so used to feeling just kind of off from time to time that we just kind of we bury it and we don't realize how much it's affecting us. Um, but one thing that I found that has helped me a lot is just having a conversation with somebody that I trust. And the more that conversation rolls, the more of the issues that are kind of in the background start coming to life. You know, yeah, there's I mean, be completely with you guys, honest with you guys. There's things that have been in my past that um, Me and Kay have been together for 9 years, going on 10, and or nope, we're coming up to 9, right? Yep, coming up on 9 in July, and there's things that she's just now learning about me. Um, Not because I intentionally hid it, but because that conversation starts happening and we start feeling like we can open up sometimes. Uh, this many of us have a depression and have no idea because it's how we've been for years trying to be strong, right? And again, guys, it's okay to not be okay as long as you're working on trying to get better. It's okay to not. You don't have to be okay all the time, but let's do what we can to try to get ourselves out of that mindset, right? Saying that if I can pop up, yep. Jeff, you too, man. You have shown me so much and taught me insight. You're a good man. Yep. And guys, there's some great people in this community. Not just in the community, but there's great people that you can talk to. Whether that's friends, family, or even a therapist. There's somebody you can talk to about what's going on, especially if you don't really understand exactly what is going on. Um, okay, guys, when life gets heavy, what do you usually do? Do you talk about it? Do you get quiet? Do you work through it? Do you just kind of joke around and joke it off? Disappear for a bit? What are some of the things that you guys do when life gets heavy? Do you talk about it? Do you just get quiet? Do you work through it and try to process it and work through it? Do you joke around to try to kind of give off, "Hey, I'm okay," kind of feel? Or do you just disappear for a bit? Mhm. One thing I always say is it's okay to not be okay. To not be okay too. Sometimes we can't handle being happy because it's not in their natural state. So they look for the pain because we're more comfortable in that pain. Absolutely. And it takes time to realize that there's something better. My other half pulls it out of me because yeah, she knows all the things. Science, yep. Just dive into it. Absolutely, Valhar. Breaking the stigma, talking about these things is what makes it okay. And it's what gives people the ability to talk about what's going on uh, with them. Lets them know that it's okay to find help. And that's what breaking the stigma is about. Breaking that silence that's been going on for decades about mental health. Yep. Bottle it up and act like you're all right. Just get off by myself and think about the situation. And sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, you can kind of go for a walk and you can kind of decompress a little bit. And sometimes we just kind of need that time to really sort out where our thoughts are and where that one thing kind of snuck up from us at. So yep, I can agree with that. Since my mom passed, I lean a lot on Tanya, and she leans right back. Absolutely. I mean, it's a package deal, right? When you find somebody that you're meant to be with, um, they are your other half, and and vice versa. They should be able to lean on you as much as well. So, Smokey done that for years, caused some shit big time. Yep. I get quiet typically. I try to work through it in my own way. A lot of reflection. Yep. When mowing my yard is my time to do my best. Yep. To clear head. Yep. Yep. All right. Let's see here. This we're gonna get into. You don't have to carry it alone, guys. Um, you don't have to carry it alone. Uh, this one matters because a lot of us are better at helping other people than letting people help us. That makes sense? A lot of us are better at helping other people than letting people help us. Are you one of those that's better at giving the support or receiving the support? Tell that tell that one to the strong ones. People aren't used to being helped like we help them. Right. Are you better at giving the support or receiving the support, guys? I'm better giving the support hands down. Yep. Depends on my state. Yep. I definitely get that. Yep. Better at giving, better at giving their support, giving the support. Yep. Yep. Are you better at giving the support or receiving the support? Yep. I've always been a support giver if only I had listened to myself, right? And you know what? And that's kind of the thing too. We even the people that give support. For example, sometimes I love giving support. I love talking to people and giving them my my best effort to help try to make them feel better. And sometimes, I need that too. Um, and I'm learning slowly, believe me, and it has been slowly learning that, you know, I can receive this support too, that I'm worthy of this support. Kiki, I give support, but I'm the one drowning and I don't get support at all. Right. And that's where discussion needs to happen, right? Because even as whether it's with friends or with and I call a relationship with your significant other or a really good friendship, they're all relationships, right? Those discussions need to happen at some point too. Um, support can definitely go both ways. Giving is easier. It is. I will tell you though, sometimes Diamond, sometimes the conversations are deep and it's sometimes they're hard conversations when you're trying to give advice or when you're trying to give an ear to listen to because some of these they hit home or they hit really close to a past event that you've been through. Not saying that that's a bad thing. Just saying sometimes it's definitely easier to give information for things that you've already been through. But it's also kind of a reminder. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm not as through that situation as I thought I was. So, uh, learning curve to ask for help. Yep. Um, Many men were taught to be the one who helps, fixes, provides, not the one who needs support. Giving feels like strength, receiving can feel vulnerable. Yep. Yep. How do you separate depression? Because it's something you just have, or depressed and worthlessness because of someone else's tearing you apart. Well, and Kiki, if there's issues like that going on, and that's where therapy comes in, whether that's individual or couples therapy. They can break down certain things and say, "Hey, these are your strengths. These are areas where you need help. This is where Kiki is coming from. This is where this person is coming from, and this is how we bring this together." Some things take professional help to get through. And how do you separate depression um, versus the depression and worthlessness because someone else is tearing apart? It's finding what is the reason for it there. Sometimes it's hard to accept the help when you get hurt. When you open up, it hurts. Yep. When you get hurt, when you open up, it hurts. Yeah. And and sometimes, and that's kind of a hard thing too. 'Cause sometimes it doesn't get reciprocated well, um, or it's reciprocated with anger by somebody else. Yep. For me, I see people who have difficult time finding time for themselves. It's hard to burden them. Yep. Sometimes. Sometimes do a lot of things, but I get silence in return. Tyson, I feel that's a battle we all go through, especially after we had our sensitivity or struggle thrown in our face in an insulting way. A- and I think for a lot of us, we kind of carry that anxiety, right? Um, and it's not that we're trying to make the person that we're talking to about certain things. It's not that we're trying to make them pay for somebody else's mistake for doing that to you. It's that fear's there because it's happened, or you just have I mean, you may just have an irrational fear that it will happen because you know um, you've heard stories of things like that happening. All things Kiki depression often sounds like I don't feel like anything anymore, while shame sounds like there's something wrong with me. Yep, just feel unworthy and being helped through it. Yep. I think by helping others who have reached out, it actually help yourself. Maybe by realizing that your own situation is not that bad. Right, right, and it can also kind of pull you and say, "Hey, I'm not the only one that's going through that." Your story can help pull somebody else through some of their hardest days, guys. Never be ashamed of your story. Been there. Yep. Listening to understand the other person is key. Don't listen just to respond. And I'm going to add to that: don't listen just to respond or react. Um, and there's times. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you. There's things that when asked, kind of throws a sip into a defensive kind of thing, and it takes time to figure out why. But understanding the person is key. You gotta listen with your ears. Um, I think I've heard people say it quite a bit. It's why God gave us two ears and one mouth. Um, let's listen and listen intently and try to understand. You know, and sometimes it takes time to get those facts. to get through to those facts. Um, let's see here. All right, guys. I feel like there's a sister-in-law in here somewhere. Hey, Alicia, hope everything's going well with you guys. You and AA Ron having a day together today. We're just going through some slides and going through a few things tonight. Appreciate you being here. I guess I'll pay attention to you today. Sometimes lowering the pressure helps instead of you or we need therapy. Try I miss feeling connected to you, and I want us to have support before things get worse. You know what, Tyson? I'm a firm believer that sometimes things happen just because they were supposed to, and I really appreciate you coming in here, brother. I feel that it was just you were meant to be here tonight, and I thank you so much for being here, brother. And guys, these are the kinds of things that you can find on Dad Bods and Beards. They have so many different shows on there about different aspects and different things that we go through. Definitely make sure to check out their podcast and give them some support for Tyson and Logan. Let's see. Mark Johnson, appreciate you being here. Give me just a second, guys. I got a little bit of a frog in the throat. So many buttons, trying to find the right one to not blow out your guys' ears. Tyson Bear will put, thank you for being here and sharing your wisdom. Absolutely. Um, Tyson, I've told you before, you are an inspiration, and I love what you guys are doing, man. You guys are helping so many people, and it's not just men, but it's men, it's women, it's relationships in general. Um, you guys are doing amazing things, and I hope to someday be able to catch up with you guys at some point because you guys are amazing. And Stanley, just want to say thank you for y'all being in this community. Absolutely, and this is what it's about, guys. We're here to uplift each other and to kind of push through anything that we're going through, and to get that. Hey, we're here to help guide you, to give you, pieces of advice. If nothing else, I'm here to vent to get it off your chest so you can find that path to heal. Yeah, everyone suffers attacks, but it's hard to find the right support. I don't know why it gets harder to the older I get. Uh, great community, Stanley. Positive, uplifting, and always willing to listen. Absolutely. The one, the only Octobeard. Dynamite, appreciate you being here, brother. Let's see if he rejects it. Try asking specifically if scares or bothers him about therapy. Sometimes people resist therapy itself less than they resist feeling judged, exposed, or forced into it. Right. Absolutely. And straight from Papa Sofa, guys, hugs to the community. Absolutely. And it's no small thing when you get that hug from Papa Sofa. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and continue on. I'm really enjoying where this conversation is going tonight. And you know what? So we asked for a lot of us uh, whether or not we're better at getting or at helping others or letting people help us. And it was are you better giving support or receiving it? So a follow up to that, guys. What's the least awkward way someone can check up on you? What's the least awkward way somebody can check up on you? Would that be, to text somebody directly, to give them a call, um, or to or for somebody to invite you somewhere to go hang out and have a chat. Maybe they'll send a meme first to kind of lighten the mood. Um, you know, what's one of the least awkward ways that somebody can check on you? Yeah, can they just kind of check on you while you guys are doing something else? Just come over and sit and hang out. What's the least awkward way somebody can check on you? Because how many times have you guys been there and say, "Hey, you know um, what is man, I just kind of feel that something's going on with somebody. Their texts are a little different, and things like that. But how do I bring it up? You know, what this kind of gives people ideas of how they can break that ice of what is the best way for them to approach you. To what's the least awkward way somebody can check on you? Love Papa Sofa hugs, absolutely. Sneak over to your house and start peeking in your window. If it's my best friend, just a quick meme and then ask. Yep. I need a call or video chat and just be forward like, hey, just checking on you. Okay. A phone call. Just wanted to say hey. Yep. Mark, it's a message or a text. Yep. Alicia, hope that headache starts getting better for you. Asking directly, but the genuine, are you okay? Or, how are you really? Yep. Asking how I've been and leaving the response open. There you go. Small actions. Yep. Small actions bring food. The simple text, invite them somewhere or just sit with them without, without forcing a deep conversation. Don't ask questions. Just be there. Right. And I tell you what, if they're ready, just those small little actions will get them to open up. Absolutely. But I absolutely appreciate a quick check-in, no matter what the delivery. It shows I'm thought of or someone noticed I've been off. Yep, absolutely. Right. Kiki Dad Bods and Beards has a really insightful podcast episode about the top 10 reasons why men don't go to therapy. I'm trying to find it so I can link it here in the chat. Yep, they do. They do. Let's see. Stanley says he likes a phone call, and some people are better just kind of having that voice to voice conversation. Right, right. Now, understandably as well, some people they 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 have busier days, and it's realizing that if you can't get somebody on the phone, what's the next best thing? Voice message, text message, something. Set up a time. Absolutely. I mean, and that could be as simple as, "Hey guys," or "Hey, we haven't talked in a while. Feel like we need to catch up a little bit. How about we schedule a call whenever you have time?" That'll work too. Kenny, appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well with you and the little ones. All right. Let's see. Tino, it will go away eventually. My migraine meds. are doing their jobs. Have this appointment. Yep. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Had a nasty little frog in the throat. Helps a person to smile. Yep. I've been watching a lot of Tyson's videos. Yep. He's a very insightful dude. I mean, I love what he's doing for this, for his community and to bring awareness to mental health. Amazing. Bring food is what got me. I retail therapy and a good friend. Yep. Yep. There you go. And she's got the link right there, guys. Ray says he prefers a call, although I'm not much of a call person technically. Right. Right. I mean, I don't think as many people are into calls these days as they used to be. I mean, you that was kind of the way you almost had to interact with somebody was over the phone, before, and then texting and social media and everything else. It's the actual phone conversation has kind of gone wayward. And yeah, I will say I do prefer a phone conversation. Sometimes it's easier for me to just say what I need to say versus texting it, but there's nothing wrong with either. And nothing wrong with medication. Absolutely agree if it's needed. Absolutely agree if it's needed. A lot of people avoid therapy because they're afraid they'll be pushed into medication. A therapist can't prescribe medication. Something to think about, guys. They can't. They can suggest, maybe you talk to your doctor about certain things and have some suggestions of some things that might help. But a lot of the times, it's they're giving you tasks or um, objectives to help guide you in the right direction. Therapy is mostly just a safe place to talk, process emotions, and learn healthier ways to handle life. Absolutely. And I tell you what, there's a lot of stress and a lot of tension that just kind of gets backed up by that feeling of, man, I don't want to talk about this. I'm just going to bury it. I'm just going to bury it. When knowing in the back of your mind you don't have those skills or those healthier ways of handling certain situations in life, but getting to the point where you're like, okay, I what I've been doing is not getting me all the way there. Yeah, I need some guidance, and that's kind of what I see therapy as. Is it's a guide to get you to where you have a healthier life mentally. Sometimes meds are the answer because chemical imbalance is a thing. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. um, yeah, never apologize for a sneeze. No, nope, that's not sneezing. I just they got this frog in the throat. Keep coughing. All right. Yep. You can easily feel right, and you know what? Sometimes you can kind of hear it in their voice too. If you're the one who's just kind of calling and checking in. Sometimes eventually, it might take a few minutes of a discussion, but when things start settling down in the conversation, you kind of hear what's going on in the voice too. So, yep. All right. Yeah, you got this thing, Kiki. And it's just gonna take time. I just wish therapy was covered under my medical insurance. I pay so much for each visit that I stretch out in between so long. Absolutely, absolutely agree, Rummy. Check out Nerd HQ if you can't afford it. 100%. I would rather I would much rather you check out Nerd HQ than to not get what you need, and this is for anybody in here. Nerd HQ, they help provide the funding for the therapy for people who can't afford it. Um, I would much rather you guys know about this organization to find the help that you need versus not not looking into therapy because you can't afford it. Um, because I know there's so many people that can lose that battle in their heads simply because they don't see a way to be able to stretch the funds to afford therapy. It's why I love this organization so much. So definitely check them out, guys. A good therapist won't give you the answer, but they will do what they will do is help you drive yourself to the answer you need. It's a process, and you need to do the work. If you don't do the work, uh, you won't get it. Yep, yeah, you won't get anything out of therapy. Yep, absolutely. You got to put in the work, and but it's all worth it too. I will definitely keep that in mind. My parents do help me with a portion of it, so continue going. It's great to know. Absolutely, Romy. If you need any info from them from Nerd HQ at all, hit me up, and I'm more than happy to get any information out there to you. Mhm. Yep, they just want to help. Yep, Tyson, you can call me Rob. By the way, Rob, are you tired of getting called salty? Are you salty? Don't get salty because he's calling you salty. Tyson is amazing. Absolutely agree, guys. Kiki, we talk after the show and give you a little insight I have. Just know that you can also go to therapy for yourself too. Absolutely. Yep. Nope. Not at all. Tyson. All right, guys. Yeah, guys, we're actually getting through this pretty well. There is some of this that I may end up having to hold on to because it's we're having really good conversation here and I'm really enjoying it. Um, so is it when I'm gonna name off a few things and I want you guys to tell me, is this just beard care or is it mental health or is it both to you? All right. All right. So I'm gonna name off a few things and just let me know if you think it just lands in beard care or if it just lands in the mental health or if it's both to you. So washing your beard, is that beard care, mental health, or both? The work is effing hard work. It's not gonna be an easy fix, but anything that is worth having is worth working for and working on for yourself the best investment you'll ever make. Absolutely agree, Miss K. Getting mocked for therapy can hurt, but needing support is a part of being a human. Working on yourself is not weakness, it's maturity, self awareness, and courage. Absolutely agree. Um, and that kind of goes with you can't, when it comes to many aspects of your life, you can't allow anybody to make you feel inferior for wanting or needing therapy or for many aspects of your life. They don't have that right to make you feel inferior. Uh, absolutely, Kay. You find the shit. Yep, yep. Both for me. I would vote for both. Both. EMDR, for example, is something. Yep. Both looks like everybody's hitting both, all right? I think we can get through these pretty quick. How about taking a hot shower? Taking a hot shower. Lots of sage wisdom here and tonight, right? This is one of those I've been kind of putting kind of sitting into the background, but really wanted to dig into. And no, there's not a poll. We do have polls coming up though. Um, just kind of throwing out some quick questions. I think these will be a little bit quicker to get through just by asking them. Um, is taking a hot shower, beer care, mental health, or both to you? All right. How about going to the barber, guys? Therapeutic. Yep. Both. Yep. Love hot showers to relax. Get my best thinking then. Yep. Sometimes it's just getting the body to relax so the mind can relax, right? How about going to the barber? Both. Yep. My wife is my barber and she's cute. I don't do that enough to have a gauge there. 40-gallon hot water, you're not big enough in some days, right? Well, it used to be therapeutic going to the barber, but now it gives me anxiety. Right? Both. Right. And then that comes along with finding the right barber for you, right? I can understand that. Yep. Hot burning shower. Yep. All right, guys. So I asked that. Yeah, yeah, I kind of asked that because I've always believed that beer care can become self care. It's not just about looking better. Sometimes it's about taking a few minutes to feel human again, right? About taking that few minutes to do something for yourself. Kind of goes back to the discussion we had a little bit earlier. Finding that one thing per day, just even if it's a small thing, that one thing per day to do for yourself. Not for, and it's not for anybody else, but it's for you. Whether that's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Um, and I think we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide here, guys. Another one that I think is pretty important here is um, this one here. Reaching out is strength. Helping others is easier than asking for help sometimes. Yep. So let's see. I think we started to go through this one already. We usually think that strength means carrying everything, but sometimes strength is being honest enough to say, "I need to talk," or "I'm not okay today." So let's. How about we do a finish the sentence kind of thing? If you were going to finish this sentence, what would be the last word that you would put in? A strong man knows when to blank. A strong man knows when to blank. Have a great night, guys. Have to help the kiddos go to bed. Tyson, thank you so much for being here. And as always, man, we appreciate you and thank you so much for coming in. Take a few hours. Yep. Yep. Miss K, one of the barbers I used to likes to talk to with his hands to other people with the clippers running. All right, but there's one of the answers right there. Okay. A strong man knows when to ask for help. Absolutely. Yep. Knows when to ask for help. Absolutely. A strong man knows when to let it go. Some situations you just got to. Yep. Yep. Now, letting it go does not mean that it's a situation that can just be buried. Even sometimes the stuff that we let go, we need to find the right time to discuss and the right time to work through, right? Depending on the situation. Yeah. A strong man knows when to admit when he's wrong. Yep, right. And a lot of times, admitting that we're wrong doesn't come easy to everybody. I don't think anybody likes to admit when they're wrong, but sometimes to create that healthy environment, that healthy relationship that we just need to. Kenny, that was Edward. Was that Edward Scissorhands? Yep. Yep. Admit when they're wrong. A strong man knows when he needs to take accountability. Yep. I agree. And a strong man knows when to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to sing that one. Damn it. When to retaliate? Eh, I'm not gonna say there's never a reason to retaliate, but yeah, I think it depends on the situation. All right, you know what? If Jay's in here, he's gonna get a little jealous of you, Rob. He's out there and been trying to get me to sing tonight, and you got me with a Disney song. What's going on, man? He knows what's worthy of getting upset over and what not at every little thing. Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes we have to learn how to decipher what is a little thing and what is a big thing. Because sometimes we get so much in our heads and so much going on throughout the day that the little things can be that straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So definitely no. A strong man knows when to take down walls and let people in that matter the most. 100%. And guys, again, this is something that I am still learning to do. I'm finding a trust and a, uh, just mostly a trust in the person that I've chosen to spend my life with. And, you know, we, sp- those walls come up a whole hell of a lot faster than they come down. But you know what? She has shown me nothing but love and support. And there are walls that have been up there since childhood that I didn't even realize were still there because I've buried them so far back. But it takes time to get through them. And you know what? Patience, patience and understanding is a is a big thing here. Oh, I'm telling Jay, yeah, you would, yeah, and let him know it was to a Disney song. That'll really get him right there. Dave really meant not to retaliate, right? And I'm right. Like I said though, yeah, even retaliation, depending on the situation, there's reason to retaliate. But and again, but being uh, a strong man knows when not to retaliate. Absolutely agree, and that goes both ways. Yep. Mhm. Alright. Right. And, and there's reasons behind it. And as much as we love our significant others, guys, and I'm gonna throw this out there too. As much as we love our significant others, if we don't know how to process certain things or why certain things trigger us the way they do, it has nothing to do with how we feel for you. It has nothing to do with not caring enough. It just we don't know how to process those things. We've never been taught how to process those things. A lot of the times we were taught to bury it. Don't let it show its head. And sometimes the frustration of not knowing how to take care of these things comes out in anger or comes out in in other ways. And it's not that it's intended, but sometimes we need to learn how to take care of things. All right. You nailed it, Kay. Yep. Uh, Past trauma can make you feel small things very sometimes, and it takes work to get past those things. Yep, it does. It does. All right, guys. So I promised you guys some. All right. So here's a fun one, guys. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to build the perfect reset night. All right. We're going to do this together in chat. I'm going to find me a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to put up some polls. Now, these polls are going to be through StreamYard, and it's going to be one, two, three, or four. And when you type in that number, it will collect the poll. I'm going to go through several different categories, and out of those categories, I want you guys to pick what you would drink, or you pick your favorite one of the four to help build your perfect reset night. I think this one's going to be kind of fun. Let me see. Pull this up here. Build the perfect reset night. All right, guys. First time using these widgets here, so let's see. So, for the perfect reset night, what is going to be your drink for the perfect reset night? Is it going to be coffee, water, tea, or a soda and or energy drink? We've said it many times. Men were taught to shove it down. Our feelings were denied and downplayed as kids. Which clearly does a crap ton of mental damage. Yep. Sadly, I know every single one of us has had past traumas. Some of us are more affected and more aware of how we are affected by it. But in one way or another, we all have things we have to work through. Absolutely agree. 100%. Yeah, literally, my 2-year-old is watching Frozen. I want to sleep. Oh, so you put the Frozen vibes out there to Rob, huh? So that was your. All right, guys, we have a poll in the chat. All right, it's a poll in the top corner here. All right. Is it going to be coffee, water, tea, or soda and or energy drinks for the drink? We're building our perfect reset night. Definitely, unfortunately, you can't make anyone work on themselves. All you can do is try to learn the best way to support them and encourage them. And that looks different for every person. Absolutely agree. You can and you can always work on yourself even if someone isn't willing to work on themselves. Yep. Absolutely. Something was just crawling on me and it got away when I freaked out. Now I have to sell the house. Yep. Yep. I tell you what, I saw a couple of spiders in here that I just about gave the title to the house to and and the mortgage and everything else. Pretty big guys. 'Tis the season for them. The pole disappeared. Well, what happened to the pole? Resume. Okay, there we go. There we go. I put it to the top corner there, guys, so maybe that'll help. Probably because 'cause I'm selecting yep, okay. Let's see. I drink what? I'm still dealing with a lot of issues from childhood, including my cynicism. How can an 8-year-old be a cynic? Not sure, but I know I was, right? And it just takes time, right? And that's where the therapy can help. It can help you, find the reasoning uh, as to why, and sometimes that's the answer we need. Um, had a busy evening, but I wanted to pop in and say hello. J Farm, appreciate you being here, brother. All right. Everybody get those answers in. We are straight at a 50-50 right now. We are definitely needing a tiebreaker. What's that? What's not in there? Hold on. Sorry about that. I muted and then I'm not even gonna go with that one. All right, guys, we got 60% with water. What is your perfect reset night drink? We're building our perfect reset night here, guys. I think I'm gonna go with just for a reset night. I do really, really, really like tea. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in, see if it records mine. Kind of got you in there. All right. Let me get my pen and paper here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close up this particular poll when I figure out how to. All right. All right. Another few seconds, guys. Got 24 in chat. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. What is your perfect drink for to reset? We're going to build a nighttime reset, mental reset. All right. So far, it's looking like we have a tie here. Let's see. I think that's how that one is done. So let's see here. Looks like we are at water or tea. Okay. Not bad. All right, guys. So we have our drink down. Next is where. Where is your ideal place? What is the location that you prefer to be if you are building the perfect reset night? Build the perfect reset night. What is the location? And the chat There, the poll is in the chat. All right, let's go. Uh, any fancy teas you drinking, or just basic Great Value Walmart stuff? You know what? Pretty much, I do like the black tea. But at the Bearded Man Provisions teas, really good stuff too. Right, you just gotta type in a number. 1 through 4. Teas from Bearded Man Provisions. Yep. Does Long Island iced tea count? No, it's tea. I'm a little behind here, guys. I'm catching up with you guys. Yep. Black Gold is a really good tea. Yep. All right. All right. So in the poll, you will type 1, 2, 3, or 4. Are you doing a porch or a garage? Number 2 is going to be a couch. Number 3 is a cabin. And number 4 is going to be the backyard. We are building the perfect reset. For a nice chamomile. Yep. Number 1 for Katie and Ray Smoky. Porch or the garage. Yep. The poll is in the top of the chat there, guys. Settle with 4. Backyard. Okay. Kiku the same. I wish I had a screened porch. And guys, for the StreamYard polls, you just have to type in 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is a little new to me as well, so we're figuring it all out together. Build the perfect reset night. What is the location? We already have water or tea as your drink. And we're doing the porch or garage, a couch, a cabin, or the backyard. Number 4 for Lions. This is why I picked cabin, because it gives me the change by the river, especially here in New England. Yep. Chance type 8. Yep. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Setting around fire and relaxing. All right. So get those answers into the poll, and we're gonna get this one stopped here pretty soon. And give it another 30 seconds or so while I wet my whistle. The Mandarin Orange, not too bad. All right, guys, let's see. When you said cabin, Pirates Scary Dark Woods, like the Wrong Turn movie. All right, let's see. Go ahead and stop this poll. So it looks like we are doing a cabin. So far we have water, tea at a cabin. And our next one is going to be, what is the sound that's in the background for you guys that's going to help you build that perfect reset night? Is it going to be number 1, rain? 2, silence? 3, some good music? Or 4, a podcast? What is going to be the sounds in the background to build the perfect reset night? You know what? I think I'm right there with Kay on this one with number 1. I remember when I went through a bad breakup, all I did was bring a thick, sticky, icky cigar and sat by a waterfall in New Hampshire alone for hours. Right. Right. 5 Dave singing Let It Go. You don't want me to sing it? Don't. Well, you know what? You just have to rewind and listen. 'Cause- all right, guys. So one, two, three, and four. That's how these StreamYard polls go. Just type in one, two, three, or four. For rain, rain is for one. Let's try that again. One is for rain. Two is for silence. Three is for music. And four is for podcasts. Which one are we doing? We have 10 votes in, it looks like, guys. 23 people here. Let's go ahead and get in your vote for the sound of the background to build your perfect mental reset night. I tell you what, so far this is sounding pretty good. Yes, Dave serenading us. Gold black and mild is nice. Uh, so is a clove. Yeah, I can't do cloves. I've never, man, I've never been able to do clove as far as being able to smoke them. Black and milds, I've been able to do those a long time ago. I haven't had one of those in many, many, many moons. The sound of a stream flowing in the background. Yeah. You see, this only gives us like four options. I think that's one of the suggestions I'm going to throw out there to him is, hey, gives five options. Five options sounds nice and rounded. Marky Mark, appreciate you being here. Not sure if I caught you coming in. Let's see. Yeah, I don't smoke much anymore, but once more. Yeah, hey, you know what? And whatever's going to help you kind of just relax and clear the mind a bit. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this one. It looks like we are setting with some water and tea and a cabin with rain sounds in the background so far. And what is your activity going to be, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. All right. So the activity. What is the activity? Is going to be one, beard care, two, a movie, three, are you gaming, or four, are you standing at a fire pit? We're building the perfect reset night. What is the activity that you're currently doing on that reset night? Are you working on your beard care? Are you just watching a movie? Are you enjoying a nice game? You know, or are you just relaxing outside, listening to the rain? Maybe, maybe got a black and mild at the fire pit. All right, let's see. Playing the Monopoly, then raging. Rain is what I listen to when I fall asleep. Yep. All of the above. Movie if it's raining outside. Fire pit if I'm by a body of water. Right. Yeah, I know, Kenny, but it's a pain in the arse. One and two. Beer care in a movie. Dave didn't limit us on what we could be smoking. You know, I'm good with most things that are gonna, that are making you feel better, that are legal, guys. Most things that are legal that are gonna make you feel better, you know? Although not just, bears care, but cologne not just beer care, but colognes as well. There you go. The same Alicia, I was gonna say the same thing, but my fingers got tired of typing. Or 1. Watching the Born Bearded stream. Dynamite, appreciate that, brother. That's not one of the options. And strictly is legal here. I'll say 4. All right. Let's see how many people we got on this one so far. Looks like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 votes in here so far, guys. If you haven't voted, looks like we have one more after this one. So get those votes in. That's another thing. I wish it would kind of show the number of the votes up there. And go ahead and leave that up for about another minute. And guys, we are going on 2 hours tonight. And I got to tell you, I'm only about halfway through. Well, I'm just over halfway through. So we may, I'm not in a rush tonight. So we'll just see how it goes. When we start getting things settled down, then we'll settle things down. All right. I'm gonna be closing up this poll here in, let's say, another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay. All right. And it looks like we are at a fire pit. Nice. And for the last one, we are doing company. Are you alone? Do you have one friend with you, the family dog, or live stream chat? Oh, you know what? I don't think I did that one correctly. Let me take a quick look. Well, yeah, the company. Are you in there alone? Are you in there with the live stream chat? One friend or family dog? Kind of like the idea of having the live stream chat, having everybody in there with you, at least virtually. 1 or 2, 5, the wife. Yep. Oh, we can call the wife the one friend. I think that works. Give me peace and quiet by myself. Yeah, sometimes we need that. All right, guys, this is the last one here. Let's go ahead and get our votes in, and we will go ahead and put down what our perfect reset night will be. And maybe we'll continue this on from time to time on Beyond the Beard. And it's kind of fun, kind of gets us interacted and gives us some things to think about as far as what is your perfect reset night. I think together we kind of built one that I wouldn't mind, honestly. 3 if I had one. I'm taking man's best friend, although he's gone. I'll just hug his blush in memory of him with his collar. Right. Man, I gotta tell you, Ray, I feel you on that one, man. Um, growing up, our animals were, part of the family. And yeah, it's rough when you lose them. I definitely hear that, man. Let's see. Papa Sofa says number 3. It's going with the family dog. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. I can battle a lot with my other half. For the rest, it needs to be with me and my thoughts, which can be dangerous sometimes. Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes, yeah, we got to reset. We got to get, we got to get those things that are out of our head that are clouding our judgment or clouding our ability to work through things, right? Sometimes there's so many little things, and what I like to try to, I like to try, I like to call just little trash thoughts that mean nothing, that just kind of get in the way. But sometimes you need that quiet to kind of be able to push through it and say, hey, that is, you know, that's not important. This is what's important. This is what I need to get through. Absolutely. No, no judgment here. And that's the thing, guys, in this live stream, you will not get judgment, you will not get ridicule, you will not get anything but support and somebody that wants to push you forward. And we haven't had any issues with that on this channel. And I can guarantee you there will not be any of those issues on this channel. They will be taken care of swiftly. And I got one of the best mods in the game right there, Bisbee Collective, Miss K. And if I don't catch it, she will. But I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for helping build this show to what it is. And you guys are all amazing. Spending your Tuesday evenings, it's going on midnight there for the East Coast. And I really do appreciate you guys being here. So I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer. I'm just going to go through a couple more things and finish this up. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close up this poll. And let's go ahead and do this. And it looks like we are alone. All right, guys. So it looks like we're sitting in a cabin alone, listening to the rain at a fire pit, and we're drinking water or tea to relax. Not a bad night, guys. That's actually a pretty good reset night. Yeah, I think, what do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you think we should do this again sometime. Maybe change up the atmospheres a little bit. Did you guys enjoy that? Let's see. Well, looks like we have something to do on Tuesday nights after work now. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, um, yeah, I really do appreciate that. Everybody that's in here, you guys are amazing. And you know what? Since you guys have been troopers tonight, I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and do this. I'm gonna send out some memberships to you guys. So there you go. If you guys happen to get one of these, congratulations to you guys. And that's my way of showing appreciation to you guys. And, this channel wouldn't be here without you guys. Oh, and that is a good question as well. I drank what TTV. If you're comfortable doing so, yeah, let us know what your first name is or what you like to be addressed as. And we kind of like getting on a first name basis, but the first name is not necessarily it's not necessarily a deal breaker. Whatever you would like us to call you within reason. Call me Drank. Okay, sounds good. Will do. We'll call you Drank. All right. All right, we got some thumbs up today, guys. That's awesome. So I'm going to go through here real quick. Give me just a second to go through these because I think we're coming up to um, the end here. Yep, we are. Um, let's see. And now this is where I'm just going to talk to you guys, let you guys know that you matter, regardless of anything that you're going through, regardless of anything that's happened, regardless of what anybody might say about you or to you. You matter. I wanted tonight to be fun. I wanted it to be interactive, and you guys made that happen. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, but this stuff matters all year. You matter. Your story matters. And even if life has something heavy lately, just keep moving forward. It's that one more step, one more breath, and one more day. It all adds up, guys. Um, if anyone, if anyone is in a crisis, or you feel you might be, or you feel like you might want to hurt yourselves, call or text 988 in the US. And you can also text through 988, and the lifeline is support. And the lifeline is there 24/7. Dial one for veterans. They do also have veteran support. And it's so important, guys, that we break the stigma of talking about mental health and letting everybody know that it's okay to do so. It's okay to not be okay. But you know what? In order to be okay, sometimes we need help. And so for tonight, I'm just going to remind you guys that if anybody ever needs anything, I am not a doctor, but I have a good ear and I listen really well. And anybody ever needs anything from me, feel free to contact me through Instagram, email, leave me a comment here, smoke signals, whatever you got to do. And I definitely get back to every comment. It might take me some time. I do work graves, so it does take a little time, but I will get back to you. Um, Dave always makes me feel better at night. Love you, brother. Ray, appreciate you so much, man. And the ladies matter here. They absolutely do. They deal with our bullshit daily, and I absolutely agree with that, guys. Um, we do talk a lot about men's mental health in here, and there's a lot that needs to be learned from us men about how to take care of ourselves and how to take care of our mental well-being. But I absolutely agree with that statement. Um, Remember, guys, it's the ladies that put up with our while we're trying to get it figured out. So make sure to tip your hat to them, and to show them the love that they deserve. Um, because even if we don't understand why we're doing some of the things that we're doing, why we're snapping, why we're in that funk or in that mood, it's the ladies that are there taking the brunt of it because they love us and they want us to be better. Um, but you know what? Regardless of what you do, they're right there by your side, and it means something. Reach me via beeper. Yeah, if we ever go back into the past and it's the mid '90s, maybe. Yep, yep. Thank you, Dave, and everybody else. Thank you so much for being here, Stanley. Uh, yep, fell in that trap too. Yep. Not only 29, you youngin'. All right, guys. Carrier pigeon or bust. There you go. uh, Personally glad you didn't do that. Yep. Let me see. Right. Absolutely. You're right, Dave. Thank you so much, Mark. And keep moving forward on my inner left forearm with an arrow in my palm. There you go. MySpace. I did have MySpace a long time ago. Tattooed. There you go. Preferred method is the Pony Express. Nope, I probably can't. Morse code? Yeah, how many people used to call it Morse code instead of Morse? And who saw that episode of Red versus Blue where he's talking about Morse code? I tell you what, that's kind of that's my kind of humor sometimes. The Red versus Blue. Man, I haven't watched that in a long time. Strength. All right, was one of those. All right, guys. All right, so to close up tonight, I'm just going to say thank you so much for being here. We've been staying 2025 strong all the way through tonight. We had some fun tonight. We got some good subjects in tonight, and I definitely learned a few things about these slides, and I'm looking forward to getting these out and seeing you guys again. Remember, we are back on Saturday night for the Bearded Kim with me and Raised Bearded uh, on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, your mental health is a priority, your happiness is essential, and your self care is an absolute necessity. I'm Dave, and I was born bearded. Love you guys. Have a good night.
This is beyond the beer. This is who you are. Every hidden battle, every unseen scar. You're still standing here. You made your way. One more breath, one more step, one more day. You're not done.